God says this person has no place in your life. God says you are trying to build something with someone who has no intention to build with you. You are investing where there is no vision. You are giving clarity to someone who chooses confusion. You are offering consistency to someone who is comfortable with being inconsistent. God says, pay attention to the pattern, not just the moments. Because moments can be emotional, but patterns reveal intention. This person knows how to show up when they feel like they are losing you. They know how to say the right things when distance starts growing. They know how to pull you back in just enough to keep access to you, but they do not maintain it. They do not build on it. They do not move it forward. God says, that is not love leading. That is comfort controlling. Because a person who truly wants you does not keep resetting the connection. They don't keep bringing you back to the same place. They don't keep giving you temporary effort and expecting permanent access. This person enjoys what you give but avoids what it takes to keep you. They enjoy your presence but resist responsibility. They enjoy your heart but are not protecting it. God says, you have been patient. You have explained yourself. You have given chances, understanding, and time. But time did not produce growth. It exposed a lack of intention. And that is the part you must accept. Not everyone who connects with you is assigned to build with you. Some people come into your life for comfort. Some come for attention. Some come because you bring peace into their chaos. But that does not mean they are prepared to create something stable with you. Amen. God says, stop measuring this connection by how you feel when they are present and start measuring it by what they actually do, what actually changes over time. Because real intention produces movement, it produces clarity, it produces direction. But where there is no intention, there will always be delays, excuses, and inconsistency. God says, keeping this person in your life is costing you more than you realize. It is draining your emotional energy. It is lowering your expectations. It is teaching you to tolerate what you once questioned. And slowly, you begin to adjust to something that was never meant to be your standard. God says, this is not about rejecting them out of anger. This is about releasing them out of understanding. Because love without alignment will always create tension. Love without direction will always create confusion. Love without intention will always leave you waiting. And you were not created to stay in a place of waiting for someone who is not moving. God says, this person has shown you who they are through what they consistently fail to do. Not once, not twice, but repeatedly. And the truth is, if they wanted to build with you, you would not have to question it this much. You are holding on to potential while ignoring reality. You are holding on to words while overlooking actions. You are holding on to hope while patterns are speaking clearly. And now God is calling you to see it for what it is. Not every connection is meant to continue. Not every person is meant to stay. Not every love is meant to grow into something permanent. God says, this person has no place in your life, not because they are worthless, but because they are not aligned with what you are ready to build. Amen. Amos chapter 3, verse 3 says, do two walk together unless they have agreed to do so? God says you cannot walk toward purpose with someone who has no intention to move with you. So release it, not out of bitterness, but out of clarity, not out of anger, but out of growth. Amen. Because the moment you let go of what is not aligned, you make space for what is intentional, consistent, and real.